This episode is sponsored by JDAQA Software Testing, your scalable solution for manual, automated, security, and performance testing. Check us out at jdaqa.com. And with that, let's get on with the show.
This is The First Customer, hosted by Jay Agner.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the First Customer Podcast. My name is Jay Agner. Today, I'm lucky enough to be joined by Marco Torres, CEO and founder of marketingboost.com. Marco, hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
You're calling in from paradise, I think. Down, what'd you say, Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I'm down in San Juan, Puerto Rico, in a little beachfront cottage, enjoying I've been here so far about a week, so it's awesome.
But you're living your brand, man. You're living your incentive-based marketing brand. So I didn't know what that. I kind of got what that was when I read it. But can you tell the audience a little bit more about what that is and how you got into it?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, we have a company called marketingboost.com, which we launched in 2017. And what we offer is the wows, what I call the wow surprise and the light factor. Our members who join Marketing Boost have the ability to give away our travel incentives, complimentary hotel stays, restaurant savings vouchers, and hotel savings cards that can be used by our members to acquire new clients, trade show giveaways, loyalty programs, lead generation sweepstakes. I mean, you name it, we can talk about that along the show here on how to use incentives to grow and build, whatever it is, whatever business, or enhance whatever your call to action is.
So how did you get into it?
Great question. This all came about by accident, really. We've been in the travel space for, almost a couple of decades. And we were building a website started in 2012, and it was really doing really well. But we wanted video testimonials, and we were really trying to get our clients who were selling vacations and travel and resort destinations, but we couldn't get hardly anybody to go that extra mile and film a selfie testimonial for us, bragging about the hotels that we were offering or the resort brands and our our travel brand. And because we knew if we only had more video testimonials, we'd use them on our Facebook ads, our website, our YouTube ads, or, TV ads, but we couldn't get them. So we came up with an idea. Well, let's offer a bonus vacation. While they're on vacation, we'll send them a message saying, hey, if you'd film a selfie testimonial, we'll give you another 3 nights at another destination down the road. And boom, we started to get video testimonials coming in, left and right. And it was perfect. It was exactly what we needed to really leverage those testimonials into new sales all over the place. But then we had to shut it down, quickly, because it was expensive to fulfill giving away 3-night hotel stays. We were giving Orlando or Las Vegas. And so we had to fulfill 3 nights of hotel stay in Orlando or Las Vegas for everybody who sent us a video testimonial. And that started to get expensive. So we shut the campaign down, and we decided, that's a shame to shut this off. Let's go back to these hotel partners and see if we can come up with an idea to make this more affordable for ourselves. So we went back to these guys and said, look, let's be honest. Your hotel is never full year round. I mean, you're full on certain weekends, certain holidays, peak season, special events. But 70% of the year, 30, 40, 50% of your rooms are going empty. And they agreed. And so we said, why don't you give us those rooms? We're going to help you put warm bodies, couples, families, individuals in those hotel rooms, which would otherwise go empty because they haven't been rented, which is the most expensive room for any hotel, is a room that went empty last night. And so we got these hotels. We had a couple of hotels to agree in Orlando and Vegas to give us access to this inventory where we put couples in and we convince them, look, they're going to spend money at the restaurant, the bar, the casino, the gift shop, the excursion desk. They're going to book extra nights. They might upgrade room types. They're going to order room service. And so they agreed, and and it started to work out. And then we thought, can you imagine if we had hotels that like this participating all over the world? We'd have a whole nother standalone business. And eventually, that's what became marketingboost.com. When we launched in 2017, we had 6 destinations. We now offer complimentary hotel stays from 3 to 7-night stays in 130 destinations around the world, plus the hotel savings cards, good at about 1 million hotels worldwide, and our restaurant savings cards that are good at about 250,000 destinations, are offers throughout the USA and Canada. So those are the three incentives that we offer, and then we teach our members how to plug those in to different calls to action as an additional value stack in coming up with reasons to do business with you now, or reasons to take action now, or reasons to give you their phone number, email, etc., in order to, download your ebook or your PDF or what have you. And so you're giving them an extra reason to take some sort of call to action with you.
Is it ever a response that people feel like it would counter what they're
True.
offering, or it would kind of, I'm not going to say cheapen the offer, but would make it less authentic or genuine? Is that something you guys have had to combat as part of your sales process?
Absolutely. You can make it sound too good to be true. So we do teach our members that, for example, if you become a Marketing Boost member, it's only, you don't mind me plugging the price. It's right currently it's only $37 a month, which is like a ridiculous no-brainer for anybody, any entrepreneur to give this a shot. But although you can give away as many of the incentives as you'd like that we offer, we do teach our members, don't give them away like candy. You need to create scarcity and urgency and offer the right incentive for the right call to action. So you want to use a micro incentive for a micro call to action. You're not going to offer a 5-night complimentary getaway in Cancun to join your email newsletter list. However, it sounds too good to be true, and instead of helping you, it's going to hurt you. On the other hand, you might say, join our newsletter list and be entered to win 5 nights in Cancun, as we're giving away one complimentary getaway a week, for example. And so now you make it, relatively easy, or a good shot at winning, but you're not saying, enter your email and get a free trip. So you've got to, you might do that with pay for an annual membership, join our program, pay for a year in advance, and we'll give you a complimentary 3 nights in Las Vegas, and that kind of thing. And so you're making people earn these incentives with a call to action. One of the things, if you don't mind me saying, Jay, a lot of people don't understand what incentive-based marketing, or how they might use incentives in their own business, or they don't even recognize when other businesses are doing it. Yet we've been seeing it all our lives. I can give you 2 big examples that everybody would recognize and begin to think how I might use incentives. Amazon. Jeff Bezos is, we all recognize one of the richest men in the world, one of the most successful retailers in the world. More than 10 years ago, he launched Amazon Prime, and the incentive, when he first launched it, streaming video was nowhere near as popular as it is today. And we didn't buy Amazon Prime because we wanted video content. We bought Amazon Prime because we wanted the incentive, which was 2-day free shipping. And we paid that $99 a year for the free shipping. That was the incentive, free shipping. Then we found out, well, it comes with video, and before you know it, we're watching the streaming video on Amazon. But for most of us back then weren't even bothered to care about the videos. It was the free shipping. And then, of course, what happened? We all became loyal Amazon shoppers. McDonald's has the Happy Meal. Here's another one you're going to recognize. Here's the incentive, the Happy Meal. Parents choose McDonald's over other fast foods to the tune of about $3 billion a year in extra revenue for decades every year. And people choose the McDonald's over other fast foods. Why? Because if they have kids especially, because they're going to take their eye off the price, focus on the prize, and they got the seasonal gift for the following movie. And they're paying for the burger, the snack, the soda, the fruit, and the toy, which becomes the incentive. So what we do at Marketing Boost is we're always promoting, what is your adult Happy Meal? What are you offering to kind of stand out from the crowd? Whether you use Marketing Boost or not, what could you do to create incentives, adding value to your value stack versus just discounting the price, for example, and coming up with ways to create additional value for whatever your call to action is versus offering 10% off, 50% off, or what have you. It's been proven over and over, studies have shown that people respond more to a incentive, or a buy one, get one free, or some additional value add versus a discount. And again, whether you use Marketing Boost incentives or not, other ideas, you might collaborate with a colleague and offer, when you buy my course, you get my partner's course, or a portion of my partner's course included free. And, you're creating additional value in trying to create something that makes your offer too good to, too stupid to say no to, as many, experts have come up with. Or one of the ways, of course, is plugging, my product, and try using incentives occasionally from Marketing Boost. And again, they can be full blown big marketing campaigns, or they can even just be used, occasionally to enhance and create excitement around some new offer you've got going on, or engagement on your Facebook group. And I can go through a bunch of ideas as we go along. I'm sure you got questions.
Yeah. My number one question is, what about B2B? It seems like B2C, this makes a ton of sense, right? Some
Hmm.
guy's buying something, you want him to join your newsletter. But what about my business, right? I have a software testing agency, and a bunch of my customers are CEOs and CTOs of custom software development companies or SaaS companies. How would incentive-based marketing not seem like that too good to be true, or not feel out of place in, or just does it not fit in some industries? Like how does that something like that work, where it would be an agency model that's selling a B2B service? How could they use something like this as opposed to a B2C?
Well, there's a lot of people have come up with some interesting ways, clients of ours that have, for example, one way that it works well in B2B is, one of the things we're all challenged with in B2B is getting people on a demonstration call. You're promoting, hey, book a demo, book a Zoom call for yourself or for your sales staff. And I get them in my LinkedIn feed all the time. People are saying stuff like, hey, we'll give you $100 Amazon gift card if you attend the Zoom webinar, or, attend our one-on-one, Zoom presentation. And of course, that costs you give $100 Amazon gift card, that costs you a hard $100. With a Marketing Boost incentive, you can say, hey, join our webinar. We have a live webinar Tuesday at 4 p.m. Stay till the end. We're giving away 3 complimentary getaways to either Hawaii or Cancun, Mexico. At the end of the webinar, you might want to stay to the end and participate in the call, and you might be selected as a winner. So again, you're creating some scarcity and urgency and a reason to maybe join your webinar. Or you might say, look, book that Zoom call, and we're going to give you a $200. We know your time is valuable. We respect your time is very valuable. We think our time is very valuable as well. If you'll book that call, we'll reward you with a $200 hotel savings card, good at over 1 million hotels worldwide. And if you show up on time for our appointment, we're going to reward you with that $200 hotel savings card on us. No obligation to do business with us, but if, we want to reward you if you can make that call on time, please. And so now you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. One, you're helping book more appointments by dangling a little sweetener to the go ahead and book the call, no obligation, but we're going to give you a $200, $300, or $500 hotel savings card just for showing up. And then all of your reminder sequencing messages to, with your Calendly or your automation platform for your calendar, you're reminding them, add to the reminder, but don't forget, show up on time and we'll reward you with, a $300 or $500 hotel savings card. And you can test, they come in different amounts, so you can test what works for your audience to get them to add, another extra sweetener to, for
Mm-hmm.
example, join the Zoom call, which that in itself, we've had a member use them in this format, either with a client or, either B2C or B2B, because if you can get more people to book those appointments, obviously that's a winner for your sales team. And if you can eliminate the no-show problem or reduce the no-show issue, because people book these Zoom calls and then your staff is there waiting and nobody shows up. So if you can reduce that no-show rate by adding one of these incentives, how much is that worth? To eliminate a percentage of your no-show rates, or eliminate it entirely by adding a sweetener to join our Zoom call and get a reward. So that is one way. They can be used with lead generation. Jay, for example, hey, download our PDF in free info kit on how to, this software can solve your problem. And just for downloading the PDF, we're going to reward you with a $100 restaurant savings certificate, good at, a bunch of restaurants in your zip code. And it'll be our gift to you just for downloading our PDF. And now you've got an accurate email and phone number to fill out to receive, in order to get that PDF restaurant savings card. You're going to text it to them, so that you need their phone number. And now you're getting an accurate phone number and email, and you are, getting maybe more downloads for your ebook or your, you know, draw card.
Got it. That's great. All right, so the B2B side of things is interesting for me, from you, from your perspective, because you guys had to go after these hotels to try to convince them to let them participate in your program. You don't have to mention any names, but who was your first customer in that perspective? Who was the first, you know, hotel or, you know, type of hotel or whatever it was that said yes, and how did you guys kind of procure that from them to convince them? And I know you kind of mentioned some of it earlier, some of the things that the benefits you would offer to them, but who was that first customer?
That's a great question. Our first customer was a company called Westgate Resorts. They have about 27 resorts throughout the United States. And we got the first one they gave us was Orlando, and then we got them in their property in Las Vegas. And we used to be in the timeshare marketing industry. And by the way, all of our incentives have nothing to do with having to attend one of those timeshare presentations or something along those lines. But that is what we used to do. So we used to promote discounted getaways that required folks to attend a timeshare presentation. And so we went back to those first, gorgeous five-star timeshare resorts around the world that we were representing, and went to them and said, look, we've got this opportunity we want to offer that your properties, but that we're not going to market them if you require anybody to attend any kind of presentation. But we can, again, fill those empty rooms with warm bodies and what have you. And so that's where that started, because we had these huge relationships with some really nice properties. And then we went, in Mexico, we had properties like the Fives. They are, four diamond resorts in Cancun, Mexico. We had Palmos del Mar in Cancun and in Cabo San Lucas. And so we had some, ended up getting in some amazing resorts that we represented to come on board and still have them. And then, of course, we started adding more resorts and more hotels literally around the world to the program.
Love that. If you had to start marketingboost.com over tomorrow with everything you learned and, maybe none of the existing connections to make it as easy as just going to a hotel that you had previously gone to, what would be step one? What would be step one for you if you started this business over again tomorrow?
Wow. Yeah, the first thing you've got to have to duplicate this would start with, the relationships with the resorts. And in our case, that only came about because we were already high volume travel sales company. So we had already been, sold over, 1 million travelers before we had even launched Marketing Boost. And we had that credibility to prove that, we could deliver on filling these. If they were going to give us access to this unsold inventory, that we'd be able to fulfill it and also keep our promise that these properties we were not going to diminish the value of their hotels by reselling that that inventory online somewhere at crazy discounted prices. Because, by the way, that is one of the rules. Our members can give away our incentives with in a closed door environment with whatever, in some sort of call to action that they did with one of our members, but they can't go out and resell our incentives. So, in other words, if you were become a member with me, Jay, you wouldn't be allowed to go out and say, hey, I've got these great incentives. You could stay at the Fives in Cancun for a few hundred, and resell that incentive for some particular price, because then that would be diminishing the value and of their property. And, somebody, Expedia, would see that, hey, how can you guys give these guys this discounted rate, and so on. And so we had to keep this as a private, a closed environment where you only got this incentive promotion when you got it through another one of our partners by doing something like buying a product, booking an appointment, winning a sweepstakes, something along those lines. So to duplicate this, not easy to do. I don't know. It'd be hard to start all over. And then, of course, you've got to go and build the technology behind it. One of the things that we did, we're not the first to offer travel incentives, but we really reinvented the wheel in multiple ways, Jay, because we made it super affordable we created what I refer to as a win scenario. It's a win for the resorts. We're helping them fill rooms that would otherwise go empty, and they get some revenue versus none. It's a win for the Marketing Boost member because they have these very high perceived value travel incentives that they can now add to create value in whatever their call to action is. It's a win for the end user who receives the complimentary hotel stay or one of the incentives, because now they're traveling for pennies on the dollar. And we have thousands of reviews, even clients thanking the member who gave them the incentive, because we never would have been able to travel to Hawaii if we hadn't been this promotion or what have you. And then it's the win. It's a win for the community, because when people do travel to Cancun or Las Vegas or Orlando, whatever, those folks are spending money in the local community. So the restaurants, the bars, the casino, the staff, the waiters, the bartenders, there's cash moving around in that community. So it's really a win, and that's one of my passions about it now. Is I get to wake up every day and reach back and help other entrepreneurs see successes, to the tune in some cases of hundreds of thousands of dollars of additional revenue a year that they're making from that they've been able to pinpoint, saying this additional profit is thanks to the use of the Marketing Boost incentives. And those case studies are all over our website, by the way.
Love that. Let's switch gears a little bit. As a founder and CEO of multiple companies, how are you keeping yourself healthy? What are 3 health things you live by that are kind of helping increase your longevity?
One of them I'm doing right
It looks
now.
like, I was about to say, it looks like you've got a good handle on the hydration part.
Yeah, I'm drinking down fresh coconut water. And so I try to get my hands on fresh coconut water. In this case, you can't beat being right in Puerto Rico and
You got it from out back, yeah.
Out, yeah, 10 coconuts. And then where I live in Florida, same thing. I got coconut trees beyond my house. I learned how to use a machete, so I'm drinking coconut juice every day. I swim every day. I have a lap pool in my, of course, it's harder to do when I travel. I don't always have the ability to swim, but at home, I've got a nice big lap pool, and I swim 40 laps a day, it's a pretty decent long pool, so I get in some good exercise. And 50 or so, 50 to 100 push-ups a day. So I try to stay physically fit. I have had open heart surgery 6 years ago, quadruple open heart surgery, and inherited diabetes from my father. So I've got issues that I need to keep an eye on. And so, I got to keep an eye on my weight and stay healthy. And, so yeah, I attempt to do all of the above.
Love it. Final question. Non-business related. If you could do anything on earth, bucket list item, anything physical, and you knew you couldn't fail, what would it be?
If I could do anything physical or what have you, and I knew it couldn't fail, that would be hang gliding. I don't have quite the guts to do it at my age. I've always wanted to, but at my age, I look at that as well. I'd probably end up with broken legs or something on the way down.
I got to tell you, man, that's one of my favorite answers. That's a great realistic answer. I love it.
So yeah, if I knew I couldn't fail, I'd be jumping up.
Yeah, that's the bounds. That's the bounds of the question. You can't fail. So I love it. All right. Well, Marco, you're fantastic. I love your story. I love the product you guys have. How do people find you? How do they find Marketing Boost? I know it's marketingboost.com. Any other ways to get in touch with you if somebody wants to reach out?
Yeah, I've got another website we call marketingboostsolutions.com, marketingboostsolutions.com, where we offer a number of other add-on products and services to enhance what we give you with Marketing Boost. So, for example, we have a full CRM platform with dozens of sales funnel templates for multiple industry niches with the Marketing Boost incentives already built in. We have software, a couple of software tools are available at marketingboostsolutions.com, or join our Facebook group. We have over 30,000 entrepreneurs on our Marketing Boost Facebook group. And there the community is helping each other by posting ideas on how they're using incentives and how they've been making it work. So that's a great place. It's free to join the Facebook group. And by the way, we do offer a free version of Marketing Boost, marketingboost.com, no credit card required even, to go in and get a glimpse of what the program is. So our freemium version, it only includes 7 destinations. They are our top destinations, but anyway, it's a glimpse of the platform, and you can check it out with no credit card required at marketingboost.com or marketingboostsolutions.com.
Beautiful. Well, Marco, enjoy the beach and the beautiful weather down there, my friend. You're a delight. I love your background, by the way. It looks very much like Puerto Rican cottage
Yeah,
background. So enjoy the rest of your trip, my friend, and let's catch up again soon, all right?
you bet. Thank you, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Marco.